There's a difference between being loved and being useful, but when you have spent long enough being valued for what you do, the two start to feel like the same thing. You show up, you help, you give, you stay. And people stay too, so you assume that means something. This is about what it means when the people who stayed were staying for what you offered, not for who you were. Not everyone who uses you knows they are doing it. That is important to understand. Because when we think of someone who treats another person as useful, we often imagine someone calculating, someone who knows exactly what they are taking and gives nothing in return. And sometimes that is true. But more often, it is quieter than that, more accidental, more human, someone who simply got comfortable with a version of you that asked for nothing, who stopped looking deeper because the surface was already giving them everything they needed, who called it love because it felt like love to them. But feeling like love to someone and being love are not always the same thing. It usually begins with you being good at something, good at listening, good at helping, good at showing up when things fall apart. And people respond to that. They come to you. They rely on you. They tell you how much you mean to them. And in those moments, when someone looks at you with gratitude, with relief, with warmth, it feels like love. It feels like being seen. But here's the thing about being valued for what you do. It teaches you to keep doing it. Because when the doing stops, even briefly, the warmth often cools. The calls become less frequent. The presence becomes less consistent. The relationship begins to feel like it is running on a different kind of fuel than you thought. And instead of recognizing that, you work harder, you show up more, you give more, because somewhere in you, you have already learned. The moment you stop being useful is the moment you become less worth keeping. There are two kinds of people who will use you without knowing it. The first kind genuinely does not see it. They care about you in their way, but their way of caring has never required them to look past what you offer. You are reliable. You are warm. You are always there. And they have never had to ask themselves, what do I give back? Not because they are cruel, but because you never made them. Because you filled every space before they had a chance to notice it was empty. The second kind knows, on some level, that the balance is uneven, but the comfort of having you outweighs the discomfort of acknowledging what they are taking. So they tell themselves a story. She doesn't mind. He's always been like this. They would tell me if something was wrong. And you confirm that story. Every time you say, I'm fine. Every time you stay quiet about what it is costing you. Every time you give more when you should have given less. From the inside, being useful instead of loved doesn't feel like being used. It feels like being needed. And being needed, as we have already explored, can feel like the closest thing to being loved. So you don't see it clearly, not at first. What you see is people who come to you, who rely on you, who tell you that you matter. What you don't see, what takes much longer to notice, is the pattern underneath. That they come to you when they need something, that the warmth increases when you are giving and fades when you are not. That the relationship has a shape to it. Their needs at the center, your needs somewhere at the edges, if they appear at all. And one day, usually not dramatically, you notice it. Maybe you are going through something difficult, and the people you have always shown up for don't quite show up the same way for you. Not necessarily because they don't care, but because they never learned how. Because in the dynamic you built together, you were the one who gave, and they were the one who received. And no one ever questioned whether that was the right arrangement. There is a specific grief that comes with this realization. It is not the grief of losing someone. It is the grief of understanding that the relationship you thought you had was not quite the relationship you were actually in. That the love you felt from them was real, but it was love for the role you played, for the stability you provided, for the way your presence made their life easier. And the question that follows, the one that is hardest to sit with, is this: did they ever really know me? Not the version of me that helps. Not the version that shows up. Not the version that holds things together. But me. For many people, the answer is uncomfortable. Because the answer is, maybe not. And that is not entirely their fault. Because the version of you that you most often showed them was the useful version, the capable version, the one who had it together. The parts of you that needed things, the parts that were afraid, or tired, or uncertain, those parts stayed hidden because you had learned, long before this relationship, that those parts were less welcome. I want to be clear about what this is not. This is not a reason to stop being generous. Your generosity is real. Your capacity to give is real. Your ability to show up for people is one of the most beautiful things about you. And not everyone in your life has only valued you for your usefulness. Some people have seen you, really seen you, not just what you offer, but who you are. Maybe those are the relationships worth paying closer attention to. The ones that have been quietly showing you what it feels like to be seen, not just needed. Because there is a difference between the relationships that see you fully and the ones that are comfortable with the version of you that never asks for anything. And slowly, without pressure, without ultimatums, you are allowed to notice which ones are which. If you have spent years being valued more for what you do than for who you are, I want to say something that might take time to believe. You were never meant to earn your place in the lives of the people who were supposed to love you. You were meant to be there, not because you were useful, not because you were needed, not because your presence made everything easier, but simply because you were you. And the love that requires you to keep proving that, the love that cools when you stop giving, that fades when you need something back, that only knows how to receive and never how to return, that was not love. That was comfort. That was convenience. That was someone finding in you what they needed and calling it something it wasn't. You deserve to be loved for the parts of you that don't do anything, the parts that just exist, the parts that are quiet and uncertain and unfinished. Those parts deserved love too. They still do.